presentation session will discuss 3 influential independent publishing initiatives around contemporary Asian design and culture. Inviting them to the stage now, Claudia from Grafis Nusantara. Please give her a hand. And we have Songil from Sojanggak from Seoul, based in Korea. And last but not least, we have Takaki-san from Tokyo from SECTS. So please come to the stage. Grafis Nusantara is here to present their newest publication. They explore preservation and archiving of Indonesian graphic arts. Sojanggak explores Asia's diverse cultural landscape through a historical and contemporary lens. And Takaki-san with insects, how art, culture, and design intertwines through subcultures and countercultures. So let's kick off with Takaki-san's presentation first. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm from Osaka. I'm not from Tokyo. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Yeah, this is the first time to come to Jakarta. And I only know about Jakarta. It's just a hotel and here. So I didn't get anything. But the people in here, in Jakarta, I met here, pretty nice and I don't know, pretty friendly. Yeah, I have a good experience already. Thank you for inviting me to be here. Anyway, I'm gonna introduce about our company named the Insects. Here, can you see the line? The little thing, but I'm gonna explain about our company and our magazine also, and we are having an event and actually artwork fair. So I'm gonna show you some video and also pictures. We are the publishing company. We publish magazine and books, and we basically, our philosophy is to create books and magazines grounded in 2 localities, such as locality of Osaka, because I'm from Osaka and I'm based in Osaka. That's why the locality is Osaka, and also the sympathetic locality, I can't pronounce, sympathetic locality. Is that okay? Yeah. Of people living in the same period. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's we have 2 localities. Yeah, next please. And also, I'm gonna tell you about our industry, in Japan. Publishing industry in Japan. It has been said that the publishing industry has been in a recession for about more than 20 years. So some of the magazine, it cannot be publishing. So that it's already gone, so many good magazines. However, many small publishers like us, Insects, have recently established themselves and creating a vibrant business environment. And Insects has launched a book to prove it. That's a newest issue, but I'm sorry, in only Japanese. But I have one, so you can take a look if you want. And there is a big gap in terms of the content between books produced in large quantities by large publishers, and books sold in small quantities by small publishers. And in Japan, there is a growing polarization. It goes without saying, which is more interesting. You know what I mean, right? And the under this, can you see the picture of the two of them? Maybe you may know some of them, like Shukyu magazine, the left side of the blue one. I think there's some bookstore in Jakarta sells that kind of book. These books are like us, I mean, insects, the small publishing company. A lot of small publishing company is growing up in Japan. Please, next one. And now I'm going to talk about our magazine, the Insects magazine. Now we have 90 issues, and we publish 2 magazines a year, every year. And each issue has a different theme. For example, like housework, and making a book, gathering, and something like that. We focus on the people, things, and the new news around us. So actually, the theme comes from our daily talk with the co-workers. We just talk a lot, like, what did you see yesterday? What is the most interesting thing these days? Something like that. And then we just decide to make some issue. And this is a 12 issue, a discovery into the real Osaka, which has an English version, the PDF. And I recommend this book because it has English. So I'm gonna introduce this one. And basically, by the way, have you ever been to Osaka before? Anybody? Oh, 1, 2, oh, good. I thought now none of them come to Osaka. So yeah. Anyway, the Osaka is famous for the food, like pancake, we call it okonomiyaki, and also the pancake bowl, takoyaki, we have tastes like okonomiyaki. And but we don't usually eat okonomiyaki in the restaurant, but we have so many restaurants, okonomiyaki restaurant in Osaka. Usually we don't go, so we are focused on the real Osaka. So that the article in this book is really that we went to, the place we went to. So you can feel the difference, something like tour guide or something like that. So if you want to know about Osaka, please come to my booth and take a look, please. And also, as I said, we also make books, some of the recipe book, and also I have 2 books I want to show you. Could you pass them? These are all. This is for the sketches issue. The author is from Kyoto, named Takeuma. He's really good at sketches. He does sketches almost every day, and anything he saw or he want to sketch, he does that. Even on the train, he just open the book, and in front of the people, he just sketch. So I saw a lot of his sketch. Maybe the people like his animals sketch, so I selected it, 70 sketches, 70 animal sketches, and I just published. And also this one is, and this is 60 illustrators from Hong Kong, Taiwan, Korea, and Japan. We asked them to draw their favorite food. So here is the illustration, their favorite food. And here is a text, why they like this. That's this book all about. Yeah, food. But I saw these illustrations, when I saw this illustration, I thought that their imagination is pretty good and nice, because we asked them to just draw their favorite food. We didn't say anything like the situation or how to make it, but they imagined their food, and also the atmosphere, I think. That's I was impressed. So I would like you to see this book also. Please come to see. Yeah, this is my favorite Asian food. The cover, we have 4 covers. A dish from a restaurant or one made at home. It could be either illustrate your favorite dish or a dish that is memorable to you. That's we ask them. This is we hold the event, our book fair in Osaka, named Kitakagaya Free and Asia Book Market, which is Binatang Place, came to last year. And mostly it's held in last Saturday, not last. Held in Saturday and Sunday of October. So next year, 2025, will be October, end of October And if you join us, please contact us. And we have a video. Can you show them? I said that the book fair, but we have music and also food and also what else we have some kind of goods and also talk session like this. Yeah. Just enjoy the watching a video. The venue was making a ship, the old building, the fourth floor. We use third floor and one to third floor. Here is the third floor, the Asia Book Market. That was me.
ンで日本に行って買ったりとかして店を開きたい。そうそう、自分の店なら手に。
They are talking about making a bookstore in Taiwan. She's Taiwanese, but she can speak Japanese very well.
もうその値段により多くなったサブカルチャー、そういう店がなんかそんな長い時間続ななきゃ
I think she
何も出ない。
her bookstore name Manga Chic. Have you ever heard a Manga Chic? No, nobody.
韓国の写真の今ということを、テーマにしてお話しいただきます。
現在のこと
It's really complicated. They are talking about the Korean's book through the Korean books. I don't know. I can't translate.
とても女性がこう中心ではなくて男性にどう見られるかによってポルノグラフィーに
She's talking about kind of gender issue. He's a composer of Paralympic 2020. The Shuta Hasuduma.
銀ビス思い切ってお客様センターに電話、お姉さん丁寧に答えてくれた。銀ビスって呼んでください。これが銀ビスの真実。銀ビスじゃなくて、銀ビスじゃなくて、銀ビスじゃなくて、銀ビスザビスケットで銀ビスじゃなくて、銀ビスじゃなくて、銀ビスじゃなくて、銀ビスザビスケットで銀ビス。目立つ赤い4文字カタカナ、あのロゴの音が本当に最高。アルファベットにも直せます。GIMBIS です。君は熊の絵には気づいたかな。創業者の宮本さんが飼ってた子熊、名前はコルネ、シンボルマークになっちゃった。銀ビスじゃなくて、
Thank you for watching.
銀ビスじゃなくて、銀ビス。
Thank you, Takaki-san from Osaka, not Tokyo.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Up next is Songil from Sojanggak.
I'm Songil from Korea. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Even I'm wearing Grafis Nusantara. I'm from Korea. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Grafis Nusantara. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's an honor for me to share our story here. I'm a graphic designer and running a publisher name is Sojanggak. It means House of Small Books. Next. We use two logos. Left for the studio. We run design studio and publisher also. Right one is for the publisher. Next. Yeah, that's how I made that logo. Next. Yeah, we are publishing many books with 3 keywords. First one is out of sight. Second, originality. With out of sight and originality, we make books beautiful format. So that these 3 are our main keywords. Speaking of out of sight, it means not the out of circle, but it means very close to ourselves, like our neighbors or friends. We can find interesting original stories from our friends when we talk together. If you're friends' eyes sparkling. We can see their original stories. So we want to publish that kind of topics. And for me, Southeast Asia is my friend and neighbor, I think. Next. Yeah, I'm from Korea. We are very small comparing to Indonesia. We are very small, and also Sojanggak is very small because I'm running by myself, me alone. We are growing up. It's been 4.5 years to run this studio. Next. Since 2020, after the pandemic started, I started this studio and publisher and published 19 books until now. Year by year, every year I increased my works to publish more books than the commercial jobs. Next. Yeah, this year I published more books than the last. And you can see the dots with green or it's not looks like a green, but pale sky blue. Yeah, with the dot, it means that books are about Southeast Asia. So we have many books. Next, please. More than 60% of our books are about Southeast Asia. So people ask me about the next, please. People ask me why you are focusing about Southeast Asia. I will share the story. We're gonna publish more books about Southeast Asia in the future. For within 3 years, we have more than 20 books to be published. Yeah, next please. Yeah, this question, I always get this question. Yeah, next please. In Korea, as a Korean, we have very similar pattern to tour Southeast Asian countries like this one, sightseeing, vacation in a resort, and massage, shopping. But every time I meet many friends who traveled to Southeast Asia, I feel sad that we don't know much about Southeast Asia. So I want to share more. Next, please. In my mind, this question comes up. Is it all for Southeast Asia? How can we discover more? So I started Sojanggak. Yeah, lack of references and lack of content, lack of perspectives of Southeast Asia makes me so sad. So I want to spread the voices of Southeast Asia because I love Southeast Asia. I have many friends in here around Southeast Asia, but in Korea, Koreans doesn't know much, and sometimes they underestimate Southeast Asian culture. It's so sad. So next please. I want to showcase more and introduce more peoples to Korean and international readers. So that's why I publish more books about Southeast Asia. Next, please. Yeah, that's our goal, to spread and to showcase and to express Southeast Asian voice with connection and friendship. Yeah. Next, please. Yeah. So this event, Pages of Asia, as Asians, we share a similar pathway. Next please. The rice, food, yeah. This kind of culture. From this culture, I learned a word, 고통노용, right? 고통노용, yeah, we share, we help each other, we can learn from our friends. Yeah, that's our similar culture in Korea and Japan, yeah, in Southeast Asian countries. Next, please. And also, we have similar history with the fighting for the freedom. Yeah, I saw this news about political issue in Myanmar and Thailand. You can see the three fingers up, right? Last week, the Korean news, the president announced the martial law. It's a dark season, I think, but yeah, people can win in the end. So we share our similar history and similar context because we are Asian, but we don't know much about Asian, even in our fields, creative fields like design and publishing. So I want to introduce more to Korean and in Southeast Asian readers and further to Europe or Western people. Yeah. So next, please. I'll share our publishing, our books, for example. Next, please. Yeah, this one. This one is our first book. I wrote this book 4 years ago. It's about Cambodian letter and Cambodian history and context about the script. Next, please. And it's during my travel to Cambodia, I met ancient script like the script below. It was so amazing that it's been 600 years, but it looks so fresh, new, and the format was really interesting because of the circular format. So that's why I started to research about Cambodian letter. Next, please. And then I searched more about Southeast Asian countries' history, influenced by Indian culture and Indian script. And next, please. So in the book, I wrote and I made some charts about that kind of history. Next, please. And writing system and the way of making traditional book with the palm leaf, palm leaf. Next, please. And about typography. Cambodian typography was very undeveloped because of the history. Next, please. I met a monk in a temple or in Phnom Penh and heard about the philosophy of this script that contains human-centered philosophy inside. But next, please. When I visited Cambodian bookstores, it was a little bit awkward. Yeah, it was, how can I say? It looks ugly, yeah, in a way. Yeah, but at the time, I didn't know that. I didn't know much about the history. Next, please. After I researched more about the Cambodian history, I learned this history about Khmer Rouge. Khmer Rouge, the Communism Party kicked out the people and killed 1/3 of Cambodian at the time, 50 years ago. So after that event, people with intelligent or student or scholars, every intelligent people died at the time. So that's why the book covers or the things related to the knowledge cannot be survived at the time. So that's why the book's design was looks like that. So I was ashamed about my attitude. So I wrote that kind of message in that book. Next, please. So the main message in that book was like that. The irony that genocide took place in a country that uses characters. Characters is a kind of main character like that with humanity. Yeah, character is designed to represent people. Yeah, so that was my first book. And next, please. The second book I wrote this book too. This book is about Myanmar calendar system. It's related to the Indian calendar. Next, please. I researched about Myanmar calendar and ancient astro-knowledge about Indian culture. Next, please. And made this book with more images because people doesn't know much about Myanmar culture. So I made this book image driven like that. Next, please. Yeah, like this. In the end, this kind of content, it's related the calendar system. It's related to the people's daily life that followed by the fate, destiny. But when I researched about this topic, there was a coup, 2021, maybe, yeah, 2021 in February, there was a coup in Myanmar. So people fought against the dictatorship at the time. So I was curious about the people's attitude because I thought that people who follow their destiny, maybe their life were passive in a way, but they felt very positively. Passive. What is the?
Passionately?
Oh yeah. Passionate and yeah, felt really passionate together. Yeah, even they lost their life. Yeah, so I learned their attitude at the time. So next, please. This was the message inside that book. The fight to secure their tomorrow for citizens who thought they were resigned to fate. Yeah, I learned their attitude at the time. So yeah, I could understand more about Myanmar people. Next, please. Yeah, and the fight for the freedom. We have more books. This one, Mob Type, is about Thailand people's fight. Very late story. Next, please. Yeah. When the protest occurred in Thailand 2 or 3 years ago, people people wrote many letters in the street, and then the writer of the book collected the letters from the street, and the writer is a designer, so he designed that letter into the digital font, and then released in publicly. So the people, Thailand people, could use the digital font again in the street. It was very meaningful. So this kind of font, next please. And there are so many fonts inside that book, more than 10. Next please, like this one and this one. The writer made the font with that kind of letters in the street. Yeah. Next please. Yeah. So I learned their fight is not just for themselves. It's for ourselves together. We can make solidarity together because we are living in a similar culture. Yeah. Next, please. So I learned this collaborate with the local creators is really important to understand each other with Thai people and Myanmar, like that. And the other example, yeah, please next, yeah. This one is very new also. It's about Malaysian people's multilingual typography in the street, in a signboard. Next, please. You can see many signboard in Malaysia, but there are many signboards with 4 or 5 languages inside. Next, please. So the writers are the typographic collective. The name is Proof. You know the means of proof, the letter. Yeah, Proof wrote this book, and I designed and published it. We collaborated together. Next, please. Yeah, so this book is a documentation of Malaysian authentic culture with the typography. I heard that Malaysian signage system is very quickly changed year in year because it's so old, and the new system of the signage like LED, yeah, like that, is very popular in Malaysia. So it's really important to document that kind of signage for Malaysia, for Malaysian and for other scholars like that. So during I edited this book, I learned many history from them. Next, please. Yeah, that kind of documentation is important. You can see the 2 signs in the left. On the left, above and beneath, that's the same shop, but it's changed. So it's really important to take a picture and document. Next, please. Yeah, like this book, this kind of books, we want to showcase more content of Southeast Asia in the future. So you can see more interesting topics here about Thailand, and we have Indonesian content. Next year we will go to Bali and Lombok. We will research about, the Wallace line between Bali and Lombok. Yeah, the invisible line that separates the biodiversity. Yeah, we will research about that in our perspective with our friends. Yeah, the kind of contents are our joy to spread the voices of Southeast Asia. Yeah, next please. Yeah, so this is our goal and our attitude to Southeast Asia. Let's play it together and create real connections, not hierarchies. Yeah, and not abusive relationships like the emperors. You know, yeah. In the past, it was not the same, right? Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Song-Yin-shi. Thank you. Up next is a familiar name to many of us here, Grafis Nusantara. Take it away, Claudia.
Yeah. So hello everyone. My name is Claudia. I'm the writer and researcher for Grafis Nusantara, a collective based in Jakarta. So we are an archiving collective dedicated to preserving and showcasing Indonesian vintage stickers and labels. Our mission is to celebrate Indonesia's visual cultural heritage through social curation and collaboration. Over the years, we've been growing our archive to include over 1,000 stickers and labels. And beyond archiving, we also release books, online publications, and merchandise inspired by these visuals. And we also participated in book fairs and academic discussions. In the next few months, Grafis Nusantara, we will be celebrating 3 years of publishing books and work. And we thought this would be a really good opportunity to reflect on what we've accomplished as a collective and where we see ourselves heading in the future. This presentation initially started out as a lecture I did 1 month ago when we are traveling to Italy for Sprint Milano. And I'm so pleased to bring it back home so that everyone can learn about us in depth. Yes, and this presentation is around 40 minutes, but I tried to make it as concise as possible to make it like around 15 minutes. So yeah, I've got my cheat sheet right here, and yeah, without further ado, let's start. Next. Okay, when people first hear about us, the question is very often, why vintage stickers and labels? And I think that's a very valid question. Let me explain. Historically, there has been a lack of systematic documentation and preservation of Indonesian ephemera. Unlike Western design artifacts, these materials were very often overlooked and not considered worthy of preservation. And as a result, they've been excluded from mainstream design discussions and materials. Okay, think about it, especially for everyone's coming from outside of Indonesia. What comes to mind when someone mentioned about Indonesian graphic design? I feel like it's not much. For most people, probably not much. Part of the reason is not much of design history has been written from our perspective, and everything has been written in Eurocentric perspective. And it prioritizes the Western traditions and tends to undervalue the contribution of non-Western contribution, including Indonesia. Next slide, please. We've been fortunate to gain recognition for our work in spaces like It's All Graphic 2022, hosted by Wim Crowell Institute in the Netherlands. There, our practice was praised for intervening in conventional, institutionalized archiving systems that are often patriarchal and colonial in their perspectives. Next slide, please. Yeah, in Grafis Nusantara, we are committed to challenging these traditional practices. We aim to give Indonesian vintage visuals the appreciation they deserve. These materials are not just relics. They are primary sources that offers unique windows into cultural, social, and political context of the past. This is why our guiding principle for our collective is to demystify Indonesian visual culture and challenge traditional institutionalized archiving practice through social curation and collaborative efforts. Next slide, please. So what makes these stickers and labels so special? Even though they are often labeled ephemeral, I'd like to provide a great definition by Maurice Rickards, founder of the Ephemeral Society in England, that I had the chance to chat when I was a student in London. He described ephemera as the minor transient documents of everyday life, reflecting the moods and modes of pastimes in a way that more formal records cannot. Okay, I would like to give you some example in next slide. Okay, in Indonesia, these minor documents have played significant roles in shaping history. Take, for example, these posters and leaflets and murals that were created during revolutionary period in 1947, as we know as Bersiap period. These collaterals were made by artist collective like Pusat Tenaga Pelukis Indonesia and Seniman Indonesia Muda, which are grassroots communities that comes from the mind of the ordinaries. Okay, next slide. And after that, in the post-independence era, these materials reflects Indonesia efforts to build a cohesive national visual identity. And our collections showcases how Indonesia's diversity has influenced its design. Our design is a melting pot of cultures, and it creates visual and language that are truly unique. Now let's get into how Grafis Nusantara was formed and how we've translated our mission into actionable practices. Although we are currently based in Jakarta, our story began in Yogyakarta in 2013. The first member of our collective, Rahmat Jaka, which here with us at the back, hi Jaka, initiated this journey as a student in Yogyakarta. He was frustrated by the lack of Indonesian vintage everyday visuals that is available online. So he took matters into his own hands by exploring local markets, starting in Pasar Kangen, an annual bazaar in Yogyakarta Cultural Park, where he found his first pieces. He was captivated by this visual aesthetics, and he tried to expand his search to thrift shops across Yogyakarta and Solo in Central Java. At the start, our collecting practice were very straightforward, but also very labor intensive. We were scavenging vintage stickers and labels from local thrift shops. But as our collection grew, the complexity of the task also grew. We have rarer designs that are required connecting with private collectors and venturing into rural areas to find smaller shops. And these efforts were often very challenging, but because it involved negotiations and persuasion, but they became opportunities for us to engage with people and learn from their stories. Next slide, please. Okay, in 2020, we entered a new chapter by securing a partnership with Kaminsky, a multidisciplinary brand and design studio based in Jakarta. And this partnership allowed us to support larger projects and formalize our collective. Our team grew into 4 core members, Jaka, which I have described, Henry, who developed Grafis Nusantara website, and also managed public communications, Said, who oversees projects with Kaminsky, and also the initiator of this very event right now, Press Print Party, and then myself, who contributes to research and writings. Next slide, please. Yeah, with our new website, we've made preserving our collective collection a priority. And currently, we categorize our archive into 5 sticker types, which are food and beverage, health, textile, cigarette, and tea. And then 5 label types. We have cartoon, eroticism, religion, picture text, and classic text. But we think that the possibilities are endless because we aim to refine these categories further and potentially exploring classification by production year, region, or even the artist that made these artifacts. Next slide, please. Okay, and in 2022, we released our first book. We created a collaboration with Jakarta-based graphic designer Evan Wijaya, which unfortunately just left this room. This book focuses on 300 of Jaka's initial stickers and labels collection and categorizing them based on the same categories as our website. And this book serves as our first introduction piece for our collective. Next slide. And our second book took a very thematic turn as we are featuring around 150 Indonesian kerupuk labels. We are collaborating with Jakarta-based designer Atras Alwafi and Tiny Studio. And we package the book like an actual kerupuk product because we want to put as many contexts as possible into our books. And it's complete with dried crackers for frying at home. And yeah, as you can see, that's my attempt to fry those crackers. Okay, next. Our third book focuses on Indonesian cigarette labels. This project developed in collaboration with Satu Collective. And we dive into how these labels reflect social cultural systems and local identities. And by categorizing the symbols and the themes within these labels. Okay, next slide. Beyond books, we found innovative way to engage and gain audiences. We have transformed part of our archive into fashion items like shirts, hats, wallets, and posters. And we have showcased our work at international art book fairs to make our collection accessible to new audiences. This will actually be another session on its own in this event, press print party. And it will be shared by my colleague Jaka and Said tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. So if you're interested to learn more about our experiences in international art book fairs, be sure to come tomorrow here. And next, we also do some exhibitions. Some of them are like, we participated in ICAD Artura back then in 2022, where we showcase our Kretek labels, and then from here we got inspired, and this is like the beginning of our research for our third book. And the other one is also we've exhibited our work in collaboration with Lokananta. Lokananta is the oldest government-owned record company in Indonesia, where we do research on their archives and repackage it into an installation. And yeah, we also do exhibitions internationally. This one is in Kuala Lumpur. And yeah, we are pleased to announce that we've just finished our fourth book. And yeah, it's freshly made like 12 p.m. today. And yeah, we are talking about Indonesian pop culture stickers. So we found out that these stickers, well, it's very common in cities. They are often produced in rural Indonesia by small-scale manufacturers. We've connected to one of the largest producers of stickers, and we are thrilled to share these discoveries in our newest book. So yeah, if you're interested to see our new book, you can head to our booth, or yeah, I can just put this like, I can just share this to everyone right now. Yeah, that's basically about it. Ultimately, our dream is to grow Grafis Nusantara into a vibrant interdisciplinary community that connects local craftspeople, writers, designers, academics, and many more. We believe in bridging history and design to inspire younger generations and the future torchbearers of graphic designers. With all that being said, thank you for joining me on this journey through Grafis Nusantara. Thank you so much for having me in this session right here.
Thank you, Claudia from Grafis Nusantara. Thank you to all three of our speakers today. I'm opening up the floor to the crowd. If anyone has any questions, we have time for two, maybe. Anyone? Anyone? Well, I have a question. All three of you have very specific niches, and getting your publishers to this point, there must have been some challenges in the early days. So can you tell me a little bit about the challenges you faced and how you overcame them? Maybe with Takaki-san first.
It's hard to explain, so I'm gonna talk with the Japanese. He's gonna translate. Sorry about that. 最初に難しかったことっていうのは、いろんなシチュエーションがあると思うんですけど、日本で、出版をしようと思うと、本屋さんに本を並べてもらうようにするには、コード、世界の ISBN コードっていうのが、ISBN コード、あの裏についてるんですけど、それがいるんですよ。それを取る方法とか、まだ僕が始めたのは20年前なので、誰も教えてくれなかった。それが一番難しかった。
Yeah, so what Matsumura-san is saying is the most challenging part when he first started insects was, knowing about the, I guess, all the process of publishing a book, like especially the registering for the ISBN code. And yeah, he started when very a long time ago, 20 years ago, and he know nothing about publishing and stuff, so he had to find that out for himself.
Okay, maybe Songil next. What was a challenge that you faced, and how did you overcome them to develop Sojanggak?
Yeah, for the first 3 years, sustainability is the hard part. Making money, rental fee for the studio. it was the hard thing, but now it's been 4.5 years. Working together is the most challenging part for me because I have many works. I almost working 6 days in a week. So it's so hard. So I have to work with someone, but I cannot. I couldn't solve the problem now. So for the next year, I have to find someone who work with me. Yeah, that's my challenge now.
Expanding and growing pains. Yes. Claudia next. What about Grafis Nusantara? What were the main challenges, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, I think I second Sungil about the sustainability of our collective. Back then, when we first started, we struggled how to create a blueprint to keep our collective sustainable, especially financially, because we are very independent. So yeah, it's actually something that is very. We used trial and error for this. So we kind of to keep our archive going, we need to sell merchandise, and not every merchandise sells well. So we have to figure out which one sells well and which one we should reproduce to keep our ecosystem moving and growing. Yeah, I think how to create that blueprint of sustainability is what what is very challenging at the very beginning of our collective.
Okay, thank you. We have a question from the crowd. Can you give us your name and your question and who it's for?
Hi, my name is Dan. I'm the creative director at another independent agency. So I actually wanted to ask, and I wanted to address the question to Grafis Nusantara. Which merchandise have you found sells the best to your target audience? And aside from selling merchandise, I think this is a question for all of the panelists. How do you go about fundraising?
Yeah, thank you. Maybe Claudia?
Well, for merchandise that sells well, we figure out like some kind of trend within our times doing art book fairs. So let's take some example that when we go to Singapore, merchandise sells really well. Neither is fashion items, wallets, posters, but we found that in Korea, fashion items like I think wallets sells more, and in Europe merchandise doesn't really sell well. So it's something that we have to figure out regionally as well, and figure out the trend.
Does that answer your question?
Indonesia, we are very merchandise like. So in Indonesia, we call this perintilan. we Indonesian really like small things. So in Indonesia, we very much focuses on those small things, and yeah, it's basically what sells the best in Indonesia.
Okay, so is answered now? Yes. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. We've gone a little bit over. Thank you so much to all three of our speakers, Sojanggak, Grafis Nusantara, and SECTS. Please visit their booths while you're around. They are out and about. Please buy their books. They're amazing. So thank you so much. I've been Kirina from Grafis Masa Kini. Thank you.